Alright, y'all. So, yes. Today, I did pass my funded trader phase one account. I just passed it about, what time is it? About 2 hours ago. Yeah, about 2 hours ago. So, I'll be breaking down how I passed it in 2 days. Well, yeah, it took me 2 days. So, this trade happened on Friday. This trade happened today. And, on Friday, I was actually, the count was negative. The count was at 97,000 on Friday. And then by today, Monday morning, it's at 110,000. So, yeah, so starting from the weekly, right? You can already see the weekly was an uptrend. Clearly, the weekly is in a downtrend now. That's clear as day, the weekly is in a downtrend. Okay, cool. Daily time frame. Always start with the higher time frames. The higher time frames, you always start with the higher time frames. Simple. All right. Weekly, daily time frame. As you can see, the daily is also in a downtrend. Low, low high of this resistance. Low, low high. Now we're at this low again. Cool. All right. And if you want, you can pull out your fibs from here to here. Okay, cool. Boom. 27 extension, 27%. 78 right here, 78.6%. Cool. All right. So as you can see, this was a daily trade because on a 4 hour time frame, the 4 hour time frame was in a downtrend, but then right here, let me do that. We have a 4 hour low, 4 hour low high, 4 hour high low, 4 hour low high, and then you have this break right here, creating a higher high on a 4 hour time frame. So the 4 hour broke structure, creating a higher high, but the daily is a stronger time frame, and that was still in a downtrend, which is why I took the sells. Okay, so the daily time frame is at a resistance, creating a low high. What you want to do from this point? Okay, know what time frame you're using. Okay, and then after that, figure out what trend that time frame is in. So I know what time frame I'm using. I'm using the daily time frame. The daily time frame is in a downtrend. Simple. After that, the last step, figure out what time frame you're gonna break this down to. So you just go from time frame to time frame and see which one looks the smoothest. That's it. Which time frame can I see the best structure on? So go to the 4 hour time frame. Can I see structure here? Not really. All you see was the 4 hour go from a downtrend to an uptrend, but I don't see no uptrend structure. I don't see no higher highs, higher lows. Go to the hourly time frame. Oh, okay. You go to the what happened? Okay, there it is. So if you go to the hour time frame, you can see structure now. Broke this low high point, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, high, higher low, high. You can see structure. And I believe this is the time frame that I use, because if you go to the 30-minute, yeah, see, if you go to a 30-minute, things start to get a bit confusing. You start to see these little pullbacks, break of structures, and all that. So I stuck with the hourly time frame, right? Stuck with the hourly time frame. I waited until price broke structure with these two candles. 1, 2, first entry. Boom. First entry right here. Boom. TP was this daily support, and my stops just went above the daily high, which is these wicks and candles right here, right? For about almost 3 times my risk on this one. Okay, boom. So now after that, right? So just because I use the hourly time frame to enter or to wait for a break of structure, it doesn't mean that I'm going to maintain this trade on the hourly time frame. Okay, so once I entered right here after these two candles broke the hourly uptrend structure to go into the downtrend, I broke it down to the 30-minute, I believe, right? Okay, see the 30 minutes doing, okay, cool. Then I went to the 15-minute. and I saw that the 15-minute was breaking structure. So you have this little low high, low low, low high, high high. So once you see that, I can't use the 15 time frame anymore because it's not reliable, because it's breaking structure. It's back to back to back. Can't use it. Do not use it. I'm telling you, it's unreliable at that point. So I went up to the 30-minute. 30-minute never broke structure. We have a bullish candle, we have a bearish candle, then a bullish candle. For me, so like, in order for a structure point to break, as in a higher low or low high, you need two candles back to back like this. So like on how the 1 hour we had bearish, bearish. You need something like that, right? On a 30-minute, we don't have that. It's tested. This area right here is tested. So once I seen that, I broke it down to a time. So now I have to break this time frame down to a time frame that I can see structure on. So break it down to the 15. Really can't see much. Break it down to the 5-minute though. Okay, the 5-minute. Okay, cool. We have a little minute. You have a little uptrend on the 5-minute time frame. Higher high, higher low, lower high, break of structure, lower low, lower high, low. I entered my second position right here at this 5-minute engulfing right here. Boom. I put my stops. I made sure my stops was above this resistance just in case price wanted to come back, which it did. So, and I almost got stopped out. Like literally, I almost got stopped out. Glad I didn't. Yeah, so that happened. And if you're a person who trades US30, you should know that there's always these big spikes at 9:30, bro. From 9:30 to like 10:30, the spikes. But then that's what happened here. Like, look at the candle, it spiked up like 1,000 pips. It spiked down like 2,000 pips. Like just look at the candles. Like, this candle is 3,000. This candle is 4,000 pips. Like, in one candle. Like, this candle in a 15-minute time frame, 2,000 pips. You know, if you go to the 5-minute, probably gonna look even more crazier. Like, yeah. So that's what US30 does at 9:30, which is why I put my stop loss so high above here. Right. So this was my first entry. This was my second entry. And my targets was, I believe, on the the daily time frame. So since it was a daily trade, I made sure my target was a daily time frame target, which was the support area right here. I think it was the 27% on the fib. Yep. So make sure those two lines up. You know, if they don't, that's cool. But yeah. So those are my targets. And then when it comes to maintaining the trade, this is important because you have to maintain the trade the entire time. So I was first maintaining this first position in a 15-minute time frame and broke structure. Okay, cool. Then I went up to the 30-minute, got an entry, maintained it on a 30-minute. So I maintained this order on a 30-minute the entire time. So this was a Friday, so because this was a Friday, I took my money when price got around here at 12:30. So I took this position off at around 1.4 times my risk, and this position, like this target was here. So for my second trade, I was trying to make around 5 times my risk, but I took this one off as well at around 2.5 times my risk. So, and for these two trades right here, the account went from 97,000 to 106,000. So I made about almost 10,000 for these two trades right here. But I did not hold it right here. I got out right here because it was a Friday. So now if I did hold the trade on that Friday, my TP did get hit like around 4 o'clock, around 3:30. So yes, I would have passed the trade in one day on a Friday. I'd have made about 13,000. I'd have took the count from 97,000 to 110,000, which is 13K profit. So yes, my TP didn't get hit that day on a Friday, that same day. But I've learned I've learned to just take your money. So that's what I'm really trying to get good at just taking what I have. So I took all my positions right here, and then this morning I realized price was doing the same thing. So like if you look on a daily time frame, you see it shot down with one candle, went up one candle, went down one candle. If you look on a 4 hour, it did the same exact thing, but just on a 4 hour time frame. One candle, went up one candle, came down. So for me, I seen this 4 hour lower low, lower high, want to create a lower low point, right? So yes, so no, these are not like this was not my target. So I always aim for at least 2 times my risk or 3 times my risk. Nothing really more than that because like I said, you don't want to get greedy. You don't want to start going for 6 times the risk, 8 times the risk. It's not worth it. So my targets on this though, this was a 4 hour low high. My targets was down here for 4 times my risk. But since my account was already at 106,000, I only need $4,000 to pass phase one. So because of that, I took my profit here. So no, yeah. So this is not my targets. My targets for this trade is really down here. But I took profits here because by the time this price got here, my account was at 110,000. So I'm gonna break down this trade that I got into today. Yeah. So the process of taking this trade is going to be the same process as taking this trade on Friday. It's the same thing every day. I do the same thing every day. The only difference between this trade and this trade is that this was a daily time frame trade. This was a 4 hour time frame trade. So this trade was obviously going to be a little faster. This trade, I took my profit around this area. It took about 3-4 hours. This trade was on a 4 hour time frame and it took about 1 hour. So if you look on a daily time frame, you really can't see much. So I broke it down to the 4 hour time frame. I seen that the 4 hour time frame was pulling back. So I actually seen this last night. Last night before I went to sleep, I was on the charts. I seen this. I already had this planned out for this morning, and that's one thing you need to consist. That's one thing you need to do as well. You have to plan out your trades the night before. So I already had this planned out. Like I already had this planned out to take my trade off this area right here. So you do the same thing. So this is a 4 hour time frame trade. So I break this down to a time frame that I can clearly see my structure on. So you break it down, okay, boom, break it down to 1 hour. Can I see structure in a 1 hour? No, I can't. Cool. Keep going. 30-minute time frame. Can I see structure? Yeah, you can see structure, but it's not really, high, low, high. It's not really as clean. Then I broke it down to the 15 minute. So the 15 minute was where it's at. So you see a higher low, higher high. This is tested. One candle, 2 bullets, tested. So high, higher high, tested, high. Then we have this break right here, creating this first lower low, lower high point. Boom, lower low. Right? So this right here would have been my entry at this 15-minute engulfing, but I only start trading at 7 a.m. every morning. So my alarm goes off at 6. I get up, brush my teeth, do all the things that I need to do, and then I'm on the charts by 7 a.m., which is why my first entry was not right here. So my first entry was around this 15-minute engulfing right here, around this area. But so usually I would wait until the 15-minute gives me an engulfing. But what I did this time was I broke the 15-minute time frame down. So the same thing that I just did for the 4 hour, how I just broke the 4 hour down to the 15. I did the same thing to the 15-minute time frame. I broke the 15-minute down to, I think it was the 1 minute. So I started the 15-minute, went down to the 5 minute. Boom. Okay. Boom. 5 minute time frame. I seen that the 5 minute was in an uptrend. Higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, high. Yeah, so I broke it down to the 5 minute actually. I seen that the 5 minute was in a downtrend, and I got in around this area right here. Yeah, so after the 5 minute made this candle, I hopped in. Really, my entry candle is supposed to be here of this engulfing, but like I said, I'm not supposed to be on the charts until 7 a.m. But I actually hopped on the charts a little early. Well, I always hop on early, and US30 just gave me a trade a little earlier today. So I took the trade around 6:50, and the trade lasted about, I think it was about an hour. Yeah, literally an hour. And yeah, and that's how I pass my phase one within 2 days on a Friday morning, and on a Monday morning for the funded trader. Pretty simple, pretty simple. And I only trade US30. I only trade US30 at the same time every day. One trade a day. That's all you need. That's all you need. I'm telling you, one time frame, one bias, uh, one pair, one trade. That's all you need. I'm telling you, all you need. Less is more. Less is always going to be more. I'm telling you, like, when I started doing this is when I started to see results. Like, less is more. You don't need 5 pairs, 6 pairs. Now, if that's what you want to do, cool. But one pair, one trade, the same time every day. That's it. You know, that's all you need. And this is how I pass phase one. I should be getting phase two pretty soon, probably tomorrow. I will be dropping a YouTube video when I pass phase two. Depending on when I get my account, either tomorrow or Wednesday. And if US30 gives me something, most likely, I mean, I probably would pass this week my phase two, because I only need 5%. But if not, next week for sure. But yeah, so I'm gonna see what US30 gives me for this week. I usually only take about 4 to 5 trades a week, because I only trade the 4 hour time frame and the daily time frame at the same time every day. So I only really get about 4 trades, 5 trades a week. Yeah, so I'm gonna see what US30 gives me. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. That's it. And please keep in mind, one pair, one trade a day. That's all you need. I'm telling you, that's all you need. Don't overdo it. I'm telling you from experience. One pair, one trade. That's it. I'm out.